Hi folks, Craig here. Got a question for you. You know why some landscapers won't give you a straight answer? Well, the reason is because they keep beating around the bush. That's right. Lintons, though, on the other hand, they'll give you all the straight answers. You'll see what we're talking about, all the details lying straight ahead.
Voted the #1 home and garden center. Discover Linton's Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo, ride a swan paddle boat, walk on water inside an orb, mine for gems, ride a quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to lintons.com.
Always a great visit when we come to Granger, Indiana. That's where we are today, featuring landscape renovation and Mark Linton. I tell you, it's always fun being here. You see really a mix of new homes, older homes, and where we are today is one of those older homes in Granger, right?
Absolutely, and I love being back here with these huge 100-year-old plus oak trees. And it's a nice feeling. You know, temperature's over 90 degrees, but it's nice and cool here in the shade.
It is really pleasant. Steve and Colleen are the homeowners. They wanted to keep a couple of things around to kind of tie into the neighborhood, not to look like it was totally brand new, and you've done a great job doing that, Mark. And two of the things that she really wanted to keep were the magnolia trees.
Yeah, they are spectacular magnolias. They were installed when the house was built. There's one on each side of the front door.
Yeah.
And in fact, they're so impressive, we actually put spotlights at the base of the trees. And after we installed this, I actually wanted to do a drive-by here and wanted to see this place glowing at night, and it's incredibly beautiful. Put some interesting shadows on the house as well.
Yeah, and those magnolias put on a show, don't they, in the spring?
They were just loaded with flowers.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, all the rest here is new. You wouldn't know it. It's hard to really separate the new from the old, isn't it?
And that, of course, was the goal here. And another goal was, you know, there's a lot of detail on this brick house, and we really didn't want to hide it or take away from it. And so it's kind of a study in less is more. And so we've got the low-growing boxwoods hedges, which will stay below the base of the windows there. And that's really the bones of the landscape.
There was landscaping in here that was, what, 20, 25 years old that you had to take out?
Almost 30.
Almost 30.
And it was unfortunately hiding the home, so it's nice to open that up.
Yeah.
We planted the Pachysandra here, and that will fill in together, make a nice bed there. And Pachysandra is actually an evergreen ground cover.
Is it really? How about that? Speaking of evergreens, nice looking hemlock there.
Very good. Yes, good eye. So we've got hemlock here for balance and symmetry. There's another hemlock on the other side.
Yeah.
For just little pops of color, we've got the variegated hostas, which contrast nicely with the Pachysandra. And Colleen loves her hydrangeas. We've got some hydrangeas in front. We have tons of them in the backyard.
Can't wait to see that. Cool.
Here in between the garage windows, we've got one of our fan burning bush, more of an espalier shape. We've got a spotlight highlighting that. And the post lamp was here, but unfortunately it was in the wrong location. And so we actually transplanted the post lamp. And we have a sea of drift roses here, which they're heavily budded. And in just another week or so, they're going to give us a beautiful display of color.
I like what you've done. You probably expanded these beds some, haven't you?
We have.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
It's one thing that you can bank on at Linton's. Well, this is kind of the look of the front, Mark, and I think, is that a Japanese maple there next to you?
That is Colleen's favorite Japanese maple, not only for the leaves, but the coral-colored bark that's on the tree.
The green just pops.
It does. Nice
Yeah.
contrast of colors.
Fantastic. Well, let's head around back and see what's back there, huh?
Okay, let's go.
Mark, I like what you've done here, kind of a natural buffer, right, between neighbors?
It is, and if you look at the back of their home, it is almost all windows, and all that view is focused out here along the property line.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing that we did with Steve and Colleen was assess the existing plantings that were here, and we decided to keep these 2 large evergreens here, but that left a lot of holes, a lot of openings. And what we did, Craig, was fill in with hemlocks, dogwoods, hydrangeas, hostas, and daylilies for a pop of color.
Wow, the color must be amazing, huh?
It will be.
Well, here we are in the backyard, Mark. Remember that blast from the past from the Eagles? The song that was called Peaceful, Easy Feeling.
I do remember that.
Isn't that a great song?
Yeah.
This could be the theme song, really, for what we see in the backyard here. A peaceful, easy, comfortable feeling back here, thanks to all your great work.
Well, thank you. And behind us here is actually what stimulated the phone call to our
that's
company.
where it all started, huh?
It started right here. So we've got these white pines here, which are over 30 years old, and unfortunately, the lower level branches no longer exist because of the maturity.
Yeah.
And at one time, they gave a nice buffer to the neighbors, but now all we have is tree trunks. And so what we came up with some understory plantings, and we've got hemlocks back here because it's really the only evergreen that will grow in the shade of other trees.
Really? And it kind of thematically ties into what we saw in the front, too.
Absolutely. And so we've not only strategically placed the hemlocks for a visual block here, but we also wanted it to look very, very natural. And so we've got them, we've got a cluster over here of 3, we've got some individual ones, and then we've got some of our shade-loving hydrangeas and our hostas for some seasonal color as well.
I like it. I like it a lot. What do you have going on here, Mark?
Well, it's one more hemlock, and Craig, it's part of the puzzle how this all comes together.
Okay.
When you're inside the sunroom looking out, this is another visual block. And then we were able to work around this mature dogwood tree. It's almost 30 feet in height.
Wow.
And actually felt that it had quite a few more years of life. And so we kept that. And then underneath the sunroom windows, and those windows come down pretty low to the ground, we did a repeat of the dwarf boxwood hedge like what we saw there in front.
Yeah, probably no deer going to be hanging around those, right?
I don't think so. And then for some seasonal color, you see some beautiful pink flowers here from our azaleas. After the azaleas are done blooming, then our astilbes kick in and give us some nice color. And then as we get up here to the outdoor living area, then we've got black-eyed Susans here, which will be blooming all throughout the summertime and into the fall, all the way up until frost.
I like your choice of ground cover too back here.
Well, thank you. We wanted it to be very woodsy and very natural, and so bark was the appropriate choice.
Well, Steve and Colleen are the homeowners. Real pleasant people. I know you've enjoyed working with them, haven't you?
Absolutely, and not only them, we've worked for other family members as well.
Yeah, great. Well, we were able to catch up with Colleen, and she discussed a little bit in length about the whole process of getting in touch with you, and I don't want to give away too much of the story, but why don't we just have her complete it for us, huh?
Sounds good.
Here she is. A landscape renovation here in beautiful Granger, Indiana. Steve and Colleen are the homeowners, and Colleen joins us now. Good to see you, Colleen. Tell us a little bit about where this whole idea of changing up the landscaping began. Where did it start?
Well, we needed to redo our kitchen.
Yeah.
And we removed a wall between a sun porch and the kitchen and kind of made it all one. And then when we looked out the windows, we realized we needed help.
And you got help from Linton's Enchanted Gardens.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
We actually had several people come over, and some of the things that Mark told us were opposite of other people.
Really?
But Mark was right.
Mark was right. Well, we often think that, but I'm glad to hear it from you as well. I know you like the Japanese maple. Is that your favorite, or is there something else?
Totally. That's the total favorite. All winter long, we loved the red bark, the kind of lime green, the whole thing. It's just a showstopper. And everyone asks us, our neighbor across the street has already said, "What is that? I want one." And when people come over, they walk up and everybody comments on that one tree.
It is beautiful. Your home is beautiful as well. And I've got Mark here to make a special presentation, if you don't mind, Colleen.
Thank you.
Colleen, I want to thank you and Steve not only for the opportunity to service both of you and create a new life to your landscape here, but also thank you for the opportunity of sharing your home and your landscaping with all the viewers out there.
It's a privilege. It's a privilege, total privilege.
Well, Colleen, good to have you as one of the Hoosiers now that call this place home.
Absolutely.
And keep up the great work here.
Thank you. We enjoy being here. The only thing better than the house is the neighborhood.
There you go. Yeah. Great people that live here in Granger, and we're glad you've joined us on this segment. Much more coming up on the program. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Transform your landscape with the pros at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Outdoor living areas, custom ponds, unique waterfalls, brick patios and sidewalks. Specializing in low-maintenance landscape with year-round color. Designed to fit your lifestyle and your budget. Our landscape architects will personalize your custom design from concept to completion. All plants grown and cared for at our very own nursery. 2-year guarantee only at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. To get started, visit lintons.com.
Summer fashions right here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. We're going to be featuring them today with Paige, who enters the set to show off the natural open circle necklace and earring set by Howard's, just $6.99. How about the white sequence tank top by Vintage Concepts, $72.99. The denim jacket, this is really cool, by Vintage Concepts. Look at that design. Just $124.99. The snakeskin pants are by Catherine Lily White, $64.99. And the Ashen crossbody bag by Myra Bags, $41.99 here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. You've got to check out this sequin pink top that we've got right now with Paige. It's by Catherine Lily White, just $114.99. The matching leaf necklace and earring set is by Silver Forest, $29.99. The raw edge cotton pants are by Catherine Lily White, $92.99. And check out the pink Gladden pouch by Myra Bags, just $27.99 here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens as the summer fashions continue. Nothing like a nice set of silver scroll work earrings, and look at Paige as she models them here on our segment as we feature our summer fashions. These earrings, they're by Periwinkle, just $16.99. Check out the Geo pendant necklace by Howard's, just $6.99. The black and white jumpsuit is by Vintage Concepts, $101.99. And the black and silver clutch is by VLD, just $4.99 right here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Check it out. Hey, Paige rejoins us now with a really nice look featuring the Oval Links matching necklace and earring set by Howard's, just $6.99. Check out the pink and white floral print dress by Simply Noel, $23.99. And finally, the white satchel by Simply Noel, $88.99 right here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Thank you, Paige. Good job as usual. Hey, much more coming up on the program. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Voted the #1 home and garden center. Discover Linton's Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo, ride a swan paddle boat, walk on water inside an orb, mine for gems, ride a quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to lintons.com.
Hey, everyone is a winner here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens, especially during the Spring Carnival days. Yes, winners will have a savings of 50 to 100% off on many of these select items here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. And the fun and games, yeah, it's real easy to play, and I'll show you exactly what we're talking about with Big Mouth here. But here's the ball. It's really, really easy. You just get into the proper position, the stretch. You check the runners. You deliver to the plate. Here it comes. Watch this. Boom! Hey, how about that? It's really easy, and it's right here during the Spring Carnival days at Linton's. We are here inside the conservatory at Linton's Enchanted Gardens to talk about the stars of the show, the plants, the trees, and the shrubs. They don't give autographs, but they should. They're that popular, aren't they, Mark?
They're absolutely beautiful, and want to thank our nursery staff located out in Bristol, our 40-acre growing facility, for growing all these beautiful plants for us.
And you've got some great value going on this weekend, don't you?
Oh my goodness, it is our 50% off sale.
Wow, right here during the Spring Carnival days at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Free kids corner and a whole lot more. I mean, so many reasons, Mark, to come out and visit this great destination.
Don't forget about the free petting zoo. Don't forget about the free popcorns. We've got the quad cycle. We've got the pedal go-karts. Got the swan paddle boat. There's just a lot for the whole entire family.
And last year was different, but this year it's all available. And
back up and running again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Come check it out, won't you? Well, let's check out these beauties. What do you say, huh?
Absolutely. First up here, Craig, is our beautiful Gold Coast juniper.
Oh, yeah.
Features that beautiful golden colored foliage, does best in full sun. Going to get to be about 3 to 4 feet in height and about the same in width with occasional pruning. Normally $19.99, half price sale, only $9.99.
I like it when you say occasional pruning, because that means I don't have to be out there every weekend shaping these guys up.
Yeah. Low maintenance.
Low maintenance is the key, and this is another one here that looks pretty good.
This is pretty dang close to no maintenance.
Really?
This is our Sky Pencil Holly, and Craig, if you never prune it, it can't get any wider than about 15, 18 inches in width. Now, it will grow in height, and these little hollies can get up to be 4 to 5 feet in height if you let them. Just simply predetermine the mature height with pruning only the top branches there.
Gotcha.
It's a broadleaf evergreen, does well in full sun, tolerates shade, normally $19.99. This week, only $9.99.
Great value during Carnival days. Come check it out or go online at lintons.com. Next.
Next, Craig, is our green velvet boxwood, and I want you to feel it. It is as soft as velvet. Those shiny, glossy, velvety leaves stay that way 12 months out of the year. Does great in full sun, thrives in shade. The best thing about it is deer hate it. And here in Michiana, we have a lot of deer.
Yes.
And if you have problems with deer munching on your landscape, then you need to plant some boxwoods. Normally $19.99, on sale for $9.99.
You know, I walk over at Walker Park.
Yeah.
We were over there the other morning, saw 2 or 3 deer walk
Seriously?
across the park in town.
That's in the city.
In the city.
Wow.
Deer, they're everywhere.
Those would be the city deer.
That's right. City deer. And that's what you need to counteract their hunger pangs.
There's probably too many boxwoods planted out in the country, so they come into the city to munch on landscape.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
It does.
What do you have here?
Next up is our annual flats of flowers, and we have a spectacular savings going on. All of our annual flowers are only $10.99. That's a quantity discount if you buy 8 or more. We also have this beautiful golden carpet juniper. It's a low-growing evergreen. Only gets to be about 3 to 4 inches in height. Going to spread horizontally. Does best in full sun. I love using it at the end of a retaining wall and letting it cascade over, kind of like a waterfall type of effect. Normally $19.99, on sale for only $9.99.
These beauties are ones you see when we're on location, and I think I've seen this one a time or two.
Absolutely. It's our beautiful golden Vickery privet. Now, earlier this season, it had clusters of white flowers. And after it's done blooming, it leaves out with the green and gold variegated leaves. And this guy actually can get 4, 5, 6 feet tall. It totally depends upon how you prune it or shape it. Now, if it ever gets too big for you, this is one of the few plants you can actually prune it back in half, or
In
1
half?
foot in half, or
Really?
even a foot or 2 foot down to the ground, and it will forgive you, and it grows right back.
Amazing.
It's a no-brainer plant. Golden Vickery privets normally $19.99, on sale for only $9.99.
Boy, the leaves on this one really unique, aren't they?
Isn't that pretty? This
Yeah.
is called our Goshiki Holly Olive, and has those holly type of leaves, but if you touch it, there is no thorns,
Yeah.
there's no
Right.
prickliness
Yeah.
to it. Very, very soft to the touch. I love the variegated leaves there. It is a broadleaf evergreen, so it's going to maintain that look throughout the season. Does great in full sun, tolerates shade. Normally $19.99. This week on sale for only $9.99.
Wow, fantastic.
Got a question for you, buddy.
Yes, Mark.
So, you know the Incredible Hulk? Remember growing up and watching the Incredible Hulk?
I was the Incredible Hulk.
I don't believe you, but
What do you mean? Yes, I remember.
yeah, I bet you didn't know he was such a great gardener.
He had a green thumb.
No, he had 2 green thumbs.
Serious?
You were so
Oh
close.
man,
yes.
one of these days I'm gonna
Yeah,
get it.
2 green thumbs.
I remember him.
So
That's
do I.
right. 2 green thumbs.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, you got a lot of those types that come and visit, don't you?
Yes, we do.
And that's
a
what
lot
makes
of
it so
avid
fun.
gardeners.
Yeah. What do you have here?
Next up is one of our dwarf lilacs. This happens to be our Miss Kim lilac, and if you like those purple colored flowers, then this is the one for you. Now, all lilacs, they really need to have full sun in order to perform well and bloom. They will grow in shade, but unfortunately you'll have absolutely no flowers. Dwarf lilacs can be pruned down to be kept to be about 3 to 4 feet in height, but if you don't prune them, they actually can get to be 6 to 8 feet in height and about the same in width. Normally $19.99, on sale for only $9.99.
I love the fragrance that we get, right?
Oh my goodness, nothing smells any better.
Yes, you're right about that. What do you have here, Mark?
Next up is our dense yew. This is our old-fashioned favorite, and it's a very common evergreen shrub that's the bones of the landscape. It's so common and popular because it grows in sun, it tolerates shade. You can pretty much shape it into whatever shape you're looking for. Normally $24.99, on sale for only $12.49.
Getting ready to make the turn here as we display our beauties during the spring carnival days, and another one here.
And next up is our dwarf Mugo pine. And if you're familiar with pine trees, Craig, this is a pine shrub. And
Gotcha.
it does a nice job of kind of naturally shaping itself, grows into a mound shape, gets to be about 3 to 4 feet in height and about same in width, requires only occasional pruning, does best in full sun, but it's going to tolerate partial shade. Normally $19.99, on sale for only $9.99.
Great savings here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. And down below here, Mark?
Next up is our Stella d'Oro daylily. And Craig, we grow over 200 different varieties of daylilies, and out of all those different varieties, Stella d'Oro is the most popular daylily.
Serious, out of the 200.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And the reason is it performs so well. And it puts out these beautiful yellow trumpet-shaped flowers, starts blooming late spring, blooms throughout the entire summertime up until frost. Normally $12.99, on sale for only $6.49.
Some great options down below here, Mark.
You know, Craig, I wanted to tell you, yesterday morning, I was working out in the garden.
I heard about that, yeah.
And it was a beautiful day.
Yeah, it was.
And I stopped after working for quite a while.
Yeah.
I was like, where had the sun gone? And I wandered and thought about it. Then it dawned on me.
It dawned on you.
Yeah, I was working for a long time. My garden looks really good now.
You were out there a long time if it dawned on you.
Yes.
Oh my. Hey, the jokes just keep on coming. The riddles are often here at the Spring Carnival Days. You're going to have a good time when you visit, and especially with the different looks we have down below here, Mark, for the visitors.
Next up, Craig, is our green giant arborvitae, and if you're looking for privacy, then you want to plant this along with quite a few others to create that visual block that you're looking for. Normally $19.99, on sale for only $9.99.
Visual blocks. We're not talking about the Hulk either, are we?
No.
He was a visual
Oh
block.
my goodness, yes.
Massive. What's here, Mark?
Next up is our little Princess Spirea, and out of all the Spireas, this is one of the smallest ones that we grow. Reaches a whopping 2 feet in height and about 2 feet in width. Blooms with beautiful lavender colored flowers all throughout the summertime. Very minimal pruning necessary. Does a great job of naturally shaping itself into a mound shape. Normally $19.99, on sale for only $9.99.
Couple more to talk about, Mark. What's next?
Next up is our viburnum. This one happens to be our Birkwood viburnum. Blooms with clusters of white flowers which appear in the springtime.
Sweet.
And then in those same locations where the flowers were later on in the fall, it turns into clusters of red berries, and those red berries are magnets for birds. Viburnums, they grow in full sun, they thrive in dense shade, and you want to give them plenty of room to grow. I like to use them in an area where there's no windows and we're looking for some height to kind of soften the side of the house. You want to give them plenty of room to grow, about 6 to 8 feet in height and about the same in width. The Birkwood viburnums, normally $19.99, sale price only $9.99.
Those red berries, I bet, are just stunning, aren't they?
They are, and the birds love them.
There you go. What's next, Mark?
Next up is our Norway spruce. This little guy looks small right now, but you want to plant him in the backyard or the front yard where he has plenty of room to grow. Do not plant it up around the foundation. Gets to be anywhere from 30 to 50 feet in height and about 20, 25 feet in width. Another great evergreen if you are looking for privacy, and now is the best time to buy it because it's an amazing low price. Normally $19.99. This week on sale for only $9.99.
All these plants, trees, and shrubs look so healthy, and it's because they are grown here locally, just what, a couple miles down the road at your nursery?
In Bristol, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go, and you've got one more of those to talk about. And
Kind of
now
saved
is
the best for last.
Yeah,
Gary.
it's the perfect time to be planting too, isn't it?
Absolutely. The last one, Craig, is our Rubiter Golden Weigela. And just like its name implies, it has these beautiful golden colored leaves. I like using them, especially in front of a darker exterior, because those gold leaves do a nice job of contrasting.
Sure.
And then in addition to that, it blooms with red trumpet-shaped flowers which attract hummingbirds and butterflies. And it not only blooms in the springtime, it blooms again in the summertime, and then it blooms again in the fall. This variety gets to be about 5 feet in height, about the same in width, and requires occasional pruning. Normally $29.99, on sale for only $14.99.
So a repeat bloomer, as you say.
You got it.
Right here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens during the spring carnival days. We invite you to come out and visit. And we trust you enjoyed our segment today out on location in Granger, a great landscape design and a renovation out there.
Well, thank you, and thanks to those homeowners, not only for the opportunity to beautify and renovate their landscape, but thank you as well for allowing us to feature your home on our show.
Great job, Mark.
Thank you, Craig.
Hey, listen, you have a great rest of the weekend. Enjoy your week next week and come visit, won't you? Or go online at lintons.com for our entire crew. For Mark, our producer Gary, this is Craig. Until next time, as we always say, so long, everybody.